Grabbing people's attention keeps getting harder every single day, making it very difficult to grow your audience and business on social media. Why? Because people are constantly bombarded with content, making them resistant to anything mediocre. With over 60 million pieces of content posted daily, it's no wonder your message gets lost in the noise. So how do you stand out? How do you make sure your content cuts through the clutter and reaches the right audience? So in this lesson, I will teach you how to create effective hooks that will capture your audience attention, strategies for crafting compelling narratives that keeps your audience engaged from start to finish, techniques for incorporating subtle yet powerful calls to action that encourages your audience to take the next step, whether it is making a purchase, signing up for a service, or booking a consultation. By the end of this lesson, you will have the tools and strategies you need to not only grab attention but also to keep it, and ultimately to grow your audience and business on social media. But before we dive in, let's address a common misconception. A lot of people think that when it comes to video content, it's all about fancy cameras, visual effect, and slick editing. While those elements can enhance your content, the most important aspect that will truly make a difference is the writing. No matter how polished your visuals are, if the script isn't compelling, your content won't connect with your audience. With what I'm about to teach you, you will be able to write effective content for emails, video scripts, and more. And it will work across all platforms. How do I know that? I have personally used these strategies to grow my audience on Instagram and on TikTok, and now I'm sharing them with you. So let's dive in. If you want to grab people's attention and stop them from scrolling away, you have to master the art of the hook. Think of the hook as the ad for the rest of the ad. For a hook to be highly effective, it must accomplish these three things. Stop viewers from scrolling away, make a promise either explicit or implicit that interests the reader, evoke enough curiosity to compel them to want to know more. I will teach you how to do that, but before you truly understand it, you need to know this. You see, the whole idea of content creation lies on knowing who your target audience are, not just by their gender, age, and demographic. You need to dig deeper and know their desires and fears. For example, when you see people buying luxury items, it is most likely that they don't want to be perceived as poor, but to be perceived as rich and wealthy. So their fear is being perceived as poor and desire is to be perceived as rich. With that said, let's get back to creating effective hook. The hook is the most important part of your content because it either draws viewers in or it pushes the viewers away. So here are three elements of a compelling hook. There are more than three, obviously, but you can register for MCS and learn everything you need to know to create amazing content. More information at the end of this lesson. So let's continue. Your hook's number one job is to grab your viewers' attention. To accomplish this, your hook must either make a claim or promise, or evoke an emotional response, or stir up curiosity. Can you really be younger next year? Which of the 5 mistakes do you make on your business? Secondly, choose the specific words that segment out the exact audience you want to reach. Hooks that apply to everyone can just easily apply to no one. For example, why new businesses fail and what you can do about it. Top 10 mobile apps for entrepreneurs. Remember, you are not selling your concept or proposition. You are making sale only the idea of watching the rest of the post. For example, how to write a book in 7 days. Does God want you to be rich? Capturing people's attention is one thing, but getting them to watch your videos or read your content from beginning to end is another. There are a lot of techniques out there today, but I will focus on 3 now. But if you want to learn more, MCS have you covered. So let me teach you the 3 techniques and how you can start using them immediately to retain your viewers' attention from the beginning of your content to the end. Storytelling technique is one of the most common technique and yet one of the most powerful technique out there if done correctly. A well-crafted story can captivate your audience, making your content memorable and engaging from start to finish. Even informational content benefits from storytelling. Start with a problem or question. Build towards a climax or solution and end up with a satisfying resolution. For example, in a product demo video, start with the problem the product solves, demonstrate the solution step by step, and conclude with the benefits and a call to action. Creating tension and suspense is a powerful technique to retain viewers, especially in storytelling, marketing, or content creation. This element engages your audience emotionally, making them invested in the outcome and eager to see what happens next. To effectively build tension, start by introducing an uncertainty or conflict. This can be done by positioning a question, highlighting a dilemma, or presenting a challenge that the character or subject must overcome. The key is to give enough information to hook the viewer but hold back crucial details, creating a sense of anticipation. Just as she was about to sign the deal of a lifetime, her phone buzzed with an urgent message that could change everything. Another strategy that a lot of big content creators are using is teasers and previews. There is a technique called foreshadowing. It is when you hint at something important that will happen later in your video or article. This makes your audience want to keep watching or reading to find out what happened. For example, in a video, say something like, "In just a moment, I will share the number one secret that changed everything for me." Which brings us to the last aspect of the lesson, where I teach you how to create powerful call to action that encourages your audience to take the next step, whether it is making a purchase, signing up for a service, or booking a consultation. So what makes an offer or call to action irresistible? The way in which it is presented. We are going to cover 3 kinds of offers or call to action. There are actually more, but this is more than enough to get you started and will serve you for a very long time, because most entrepreneurs and content creators don't even know these 3. Let's start with the obvious one, which is hard offer. This doesn't mean it's difficult. It simply means it's straightforward and there are no finesse to it. You tell people this is what you get, this is what it will do for you, this is what it costs, so buy it now. The second one is soft offer. This is the kind of offer that usually involves language like, "Send no money now, we will send you the kit, shirt, glasses, or whatever for you to try for 30 days, and if you like it, we will automatically bill you." It's called soft because it is easier for the buyer to accept upfront. They don't have to pay anything right away, so they are risking nothing. And lastly, charter offer. This should look familiar to you because you have seen it many times before. Let's say it's the first time ever that a product is being offered, and so it is offered at a charter price or rate that nobody will get again in the future. There is a certain cut-off date, so if you buy before this particular date and you get the charter rate or VIP early bird rate, but nobody else ever gets this price again, this only works if you're telling the truth. You can't make this offer more than once, obviously, but you can also stay in charter mode for as long as you want. So if you are serious about growing your audience and business on social media, then you must also understand that these skills are wasted if you lack consistency. Never run out of ideas, and consistency is the key to sustaining your creativity flow and keeps your audience engaged over the long term. That's why I'm excited to invite you to enroll in my upcoming course, Mastering Content Strategy, MCS. For just 25,000 Naira, you will gain the tools and techniques needed to consistently generate ideas, create compelling content, and keep your audience coming back for more. The registration is now open for a limited time. Secure your spot by making your payment to this account and send your payment receipt to this number, and take the first step towards becoming a content creator who never runs out of ideas and always delivers. Don't miss out on this opportunity to transform your content strategy. Register now.